to lose my shiznit and felt like maybe some of you ladies were too. And I got an amazing message. I was like, well, I don't really have anything to say, and I kind of suck at reading cards. However, if you don't want me to read your cards, email me at waterelementals@outlook.com, and I will gladly check out and see if I can get anything for you. But I asked this transparent oracle, which you're not going to probably be able to see it unless I put it against something white, for anything, and these cards flew out like no other. So here, this will work maybe. So this set of cards here, these are the undines, and the sun card. Pulled. You can apparently use these cards in the bathtub, which is supposed to be really good, obviously, for us Pisces who use water. And these two guys, which was interesting that we pulled two sun cards and an earth card. Obviously, the water card is ours. And the numbers on these cards, I don't know if they're relevant to anyone. 54 and 4 make this picture here, which I thought was pretty. And the undines, I want to say undines because it's, Spanish would be more undines, are 43 and 4. Okay? And they have a beautiful message for us, which I felt really relieved to hear. So our sun card that came in with the earth sign with the little troll guys. I'm sorry, this is so hard to see. Maybe that's why no one on YouTube does the transparent cards, because you can't. Hello. Hey, does that make anything? Hey, do you see anything? Can you see my third eye? Tell me, can you see it? Oh, here, this will be pretty. Look. Oh, I kind of like that. Okay, anyway. The time of dawn shows the rising sun with golden rays. And the combo of that with our earth card, which was cards from below, brings an enhanced awareness of unseen realms along with ours. So these fellas, these troll fellas, I imagine would be an equivalent to what some of the esoteric or pagan folks assimilate to the fairy world, which they believe is an overlay of our own. So we all, or Illuminati would say the other dimensions, all happening in congruency together. Like our past lives aren't really past lives, they're all different versions of our lives happening at the same time, and like these transparent cards overlay one another. So you don't experience them actually separately. It's not circular, as the Buddhists would say. And then the other card was that sun card with the water women, which had a really lovely message as well. And I marked it, and now I can't find it. So this card is truth, wealth, success, happiness, light, charisma, and life. The Greek Egyptian god Ra, blah, blah, blah. So I'll just tell you what this one means, and then I'll tell you my interpretation of it, okay? The elemental undine, or undine, does anyone know how to pronounce that? I would call them undines, maybe. The elementals of water are known as undines, which is derived from the Latin word unda, meaning wave, from which we get the word undulate. When taking form, they usually appear as incredibly beautiful women, which is Pisces, internally, externally, good hearts, a form which they use to seduce men, and because we are the feminine of feminine, and we embrace our womanhood, like okay, I would like to be the 1960s housewife, because then that means you get to be the manliest man of mans. And I will be the womanliest woman of womans, and I'm into that. I'm not opposed to it. Feminists, I love ya, but something's not right. The balance of work and family in the society that we have and the way that we fight for these responsibilities, I feel like is slavery. I don't feel like what we experience as mothers, wives, working women, breadwinners is balanced. I feel like men still do their 9 to 5 and they come home and they say, I did my 9 to 5, I'm done. And women go do that same 9 to 5 and then we come home and we do another 24 hours of work. It's not, if you have a better solution on being feminist, because the best, manliest men of men's treat their women like queens, goddesses. They aren't put down or suppressed or depressed. They're simply embracing their sexuality. And those men, a true man empowers that woman. It's like that movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, when the mom says to Tula, I think her name is Tula, she says, honey, don't worry, you let the man think he's the head, because women are the neck, and we can point him whichever way we want. So, I like the way that thinking goes, because I love to love my children. I would love to be a stay-at-home mom. Like, I would love to love them all day. I feel like that's equally fulfilling work. And I feel like it requires creativity. I feel like it requires ingenuity. I feel like it requires budgeting and bookkeeping. And I mean, every single job in the whole wide world is encompassed in a mother and wife. I mean, keeping her husband satisfied, making sure that, I just feel like, anyway, I'm sorry for going off on that. I probably made enemies with that comment, but my point is we are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful women. All of us. And we are the most woman of all women. We embrace it. We love it. Okay. Which can go both ways. We can be, like they say here, seductive and so the undines are not normally considered dangerous unless wronged by their mate. As immortal creatures, they are considered soulless, but through marriage and childbirth, they are able to gain a soul, losing their immortality. Tragically, though, this often results in the husband leaving the undine when her beauty starts to fade. Typical man, right? Causing her to wreak terrible vengeance on her past love. You know what? They get what they deserve sometimes. Undine draws us deep into the watery realms of emotions, and though she can speak of true feeling between loved ones in a relationship, she warns against the dangers of infatuation. Like the sea, she is beautiful and compelling, but when her darker side is provoked, you may be drowned by her embrace. Calypso, right? If Undine is combined with cards from the east, so we pulled the Undine with cards from above, which means cosmological and tidal influences may be having a profound influence on emotional states, which is difficult to control. And also, I would say, revealing those two worlds to us, those two realms. Okay? That would be my interpretation of that card. Those cards all mixed together. Because the sun is happiness, true wealth, raw, and we all know what the sun card means in the regular tarot. With water signs, which is us, and an earth sign, or a card from below, a deeper underworld, maybe a deeper understanding. We are learning, we are getting a new understanding. We are being grounded. We are being pulled back down. So we're flying high. We're flying high with, I don't know why this hawk guy card followed me everywhere, but let's just go with it. we'll just take it. So this, we're flying high with this hawk, you know, like eagles, saying, here we are, we're the phoenixes, we're going to transform, prepare for us, and we're not, you know, we're feeling pretty and beautiful and embracing ourselves in our watery depths. But the sun is shining, the cosmic forces are shining a light on us and pulling us back down to earth and saying, hey, you still are in human form. And the stars are moving things for you right now, which are out of your control. So don't fret, my dearies. The challenges keep coming, the blows keep coming. I don't think Venus going retrograde is going to make our relationships, any relationship, family, romantic, otherwise, any more enlightening. I don't feel like we're going to get any kind of clarity anytime soon. I really don't. I feel like we have, I think this is a time of blind faith. Of blind faith. I went through and I know whenever I talk about anything that's close to my heart or personal, I worry that people are going to call me crazy pants, because they do in real life. But I had an experience the other day where I was able to see that our time is neither. It's neither circular nor linear, like the Bible or the Buddhists. It's a pendulum to what may seem random and chaotic I still have to explore that vision. May seem random and chaotic and bouncy and ping-pong-y, but it's 3D. It's neither of these. That's what I experienced, and that's what I wholeheartedly believe. And these beliefs are, I'm talking about a few months old. But they're so real and so much what I needed that there's no doubt in my mind that consciousness that we are intricately connected with everything. Conversely, you are your own and intricately separate. So that duality, maybe that's my Gemini moon, that duality, once we can embrace that, I think once we can actually comprehend that, you never have to fear death or anything else, or anyone ever leaving you. You're never alone. I'm always here with you. You're always here with me. We're all intricately woven together. And I think we all know that on some sort of basic level, despite our society and our beliefs and the options that our minds are given to explore. Can you imagine how different you would be today if someone had opened your eyes as a baby and taught you something completely different? How long does it take most of us to get here? To seek answers in esoteric, in studies, in Eastern medicine. How long, chakras and all of these auras and everything, crystals and everything else that people explore. How long have you suffered, wondered, questioned, known? And you had to wait till now. Can you imagine if the wisdom had been passed down? Well, a perfect example would be that super wealthy, and I don't really care for, I don't read too many, I don't have any of her cards, but the Miss Doreen Virtue gal was raised in a very spiritual family where she was always going to different churches, and she embraced her spirituality and was able to be at a level of spirituality when it came time for monetary success in her, 30s and 40s, 50s, or whenever she experienced her author succesship. Because she was born into a family that believed in manifesting and the power of energy and the power of thought and meditation. And so if you're feeling hopeless, much like I am today, I guess. I mean, what else can you take from me? Right? Child, home, family? Check, check, check. So, don't worry. It's cold outside. But you have food, you have water, and I bet you can find someone to give you a hug. It's not in our control today. This is fated. This eclipse is fated, making fated events in our lives. If you're a Pisces rising, you'll also apply to that. And like I said, the first few days of March and the end of February, folks. Don't sweat it. Oh, there's a new moon coming, and to be quite, so on the upswing of all of that is the other gal who is talking about the rest of the stuff happening, and the positive side, which I can't believe I let myself get so low. If we cannot manifest it and we cannot connect, if we do not believe to be happy, believe in your happiness, be grateful for everything you have today, because now, and I'm not joking, everyone keeps saying it, and I felt it, is continue your transformation and your personal growth. Because right now, Pisces, we have everything direct, literally everything we want to manifest. These can be the roots and foundation of something solid and for real, for at least, like they say, the next 9 years. We have good luck, good fortune. The universe is paying us back for everything else. And I know all your comments, everything that everyone says, we've all felt it. We've all been on the same bottom feeding train for a long time. And it's just so complicated, and don't worry. Now is our chance to make ourselves those undines. Or who's another amazing water goddess? You know who's really cool? Let's just say Storm from the X-Men. 'Cause she's baller. Yeah, and she controls the water. Hurricane. Okay. Talk to you later. Thanks for listening. Bye.